Let's talk about the connection between giving, growing, donation work, and your business success. Welcome to the podcast, Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Jeanine Hurd. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. Welcome back, money lovers, to another powerful VIP podcast episode. Today, I choose a fun topic because I had two things to talk about, and I couldn't decide, and I'm like, let me pull an angel card. This is how I decide sometimes on topics. And the card I pulled said, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that it will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. And I thought, thank you so much, universe. This is just in perfect alignment about what's happening currently in Wealthier for Longer, or it is part of it. It is really in this program, and it doesn't matter if you're part of it or if you're thinking about joining or not. There's some really powerful insights I'm going to share from this program right here with you. Part of it is we are going to create kind of a budget, but it's an energetic budget. You know, back in the day, people just told you track your expenses and then you do this. However, we are really categorizing energetically because expenses for me stand the energy I give out. So I want to understand energetically, what am I focusing on? So one of the categories in the budget is actually donations, charity, work, tips. And it's very wild to see because for me, most months, just the tips I provide for all the services are between $2,000 and $3,000 every month. And before I actually started tracking this, I'm like, I give tips, just how I feel it, and obviously based on the service. But really tracking every month how much money I'm actually giving out in tips or for tips, it blew my mind. Like, it literally blew my mind because it's a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. But really seeing how it adds up, I'm like, wow, this is so freaking amazing. I'm a woman that easily just can provide 2,000 to 3,000 tips. Like, really seeing how far the money in my hands goes to different people around the globe. It's insane. And that then made me contemplate, it's actually not just obviously my money, it's like our money, the money from the community, like people buying products from me. And I'm just a source, a resourceful source that multiplies and leverages the money in such a powerful way, takes care of so many people around the world with that money. And of course, the universe sees that and has to multiply that. And this card really reminded me of that principle and why that is so freaking powerful and how genius, again, this program is I've built. Because before we start in this work of automations, of holding and keeping more money, we have to take a status quo of like, what are we having? Where's our money going? Energetically, we have to have certain categories which truly create the room where this is where the money's kept, this is where it's being wasted, and seeing this and making decisions based on that. And like I said, this work has been so powerful, has been multiplying money really like crazy in the last 6 months that I felt like, okay, I just have to share this with you. It's gonna be a game changer for your financial situation, no matter if it's a private or business situation. You've just listened to the first 4 minutes of the VIP version of the podcast. By becoming a VIP member, you can listen to 3 episodes per week. You will receive early bird access to the Monday episode, so you already can listen on Sunday. And if that doesn't sound great enough yet, I've got one more. Why you should become a podcast VIP member. I'm answering every week a listener's question in the podcast. So if you have a question, drop it in the Q&A thread and receive the answer in the podcast. Can't wait to see you. Simply click on the link in the show notes or go to courses.richandhappiness.com to become a VIP member.